Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another video. So today's video, we'll be going over the Philadelphia Eagles clinching the playoffs. Definitely, it's been one interesting year, especially with the whole COVID outbreak and stuff that happened last year, firing our head coach. Getting rid of Wentz, dumping him. Hate talking about that, but sometimes you got to bring it up. But who would have thought that this Philadelphia Eagles team would have made the playoffs? Haven't done one of these type of streams in one hot minute, so I decided to, why not do one today? This has been one interesting year, The Eagles have officially clinched a wild card spot, and they will be in the playoffs. And since the Saints and the Niners, since we have the tiebreaker over the Saints, then that means we will be able to clinch a playoff spot, and the Niners won't. And what is going on, Valix? What is going on, Journey with Kiki? Yeah, this has been one hell of a year. Who would have thought this team would be in the playoffs? I didn't think this team would be in the playoffs. I damn sure didn't think they would be 10 wins, 9 wins. I didn't see us going there. At the most, 9 wins or 8 wins was possible. Did I see them getting 9 wins this easy? No. Now, granted, that comes with the scheduling and stuff, but we can't control our schedule. We can't control what is handed to us. We only go off the papers and what they give to us. We can't control that. We can't control the fact that we can't play teams that are, actually in the playoffs. We played a couple good teams this year. Solid teams at best. The Saints, they're fighting for a playoff spot. When we played the Broncos, they were above 500, and when we played the Panthers, they were 3-1. Same thing goes for the Falcons. They're fighting for a playoff spot, and that's another team. As Cowboys fans, y'all get a B+ this year. I'll take that. Anywhere in that range, honestly, I'm not even mad at it. But this has been one perfect season. And either way, win or lose in the playoffs, if we win or if we don't, I'm still not going to be mad. You're not beating us next year. What's going on, Big Bridge? But either way, if we win or lose, it really doesn't mean too much because we've already had a perfect season, especially with the fact that we've already made the playoffs. This has already been a perfect season. We're a rebuilding team, and we are in the playoffs. Now, that speaks volumes because no one thought we were going to be in the playoffs this year. A lot of people had us being the number 1 draft pick this year. Hell, some people said 4 wins, 3 wins. Now, I wasn't that crazy because I didn't see us being a 4-win team. I thought this team was a lot better than 4 wins. I picture them to be in that, I could say, that 6 to 10 win range. 6 to 10. That's where I see them. And I'm not saying 6 and 10. I'm saying 6 and at 10. So that would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Anywhere in that range. But, this team has fought their way here. Give Sirianni credit. That's the first thing I was going to start with. My overall thought on this team this year has been this way. Well, no, it's not a call-in. It's just me talking about the Eagles. So my overall thought on the Eagles. Why did I say you? Hold on, I'll check that. But my overall thought on the Eagles this year is they did what they had to do. They were supposed to beat the teams on their schedule, and they did. They beat the Washington football team. They swept them. And that's when the Washington football team was down. We can't control that. We can't control the fact that they're on our schedule. We just have to play the teams that are on our schedule. As I said already, that's given to us by the NFL, and we don't control that. Of course, I want to play good teams because that shows we are, kind of sort of a tough team. If we beat one of those good teams, and then people will have a little more respect on us and maybe give us a little more credit. But Big Bird says, "Oh, YouTube added the thing where when you click on someone's profile, it shows their channel." Yes, I saw that. But back to the question. My overall thought on this team this year, it's been the same as I said from the start of the year or the start of the offseason. This team is still a rebuilding team. And no matter how anyone looks at it, this has been a perfect season because we are in the playoffs. We've officially clinched a playoff spot. And, of course, we're probably going to get blown out in the wild card. It doesn't matter. We've clinched a playoff spot. If we compete in the playoffs, that'll even be better because that actually shows we fought here. And people will have more respect on us going into next season. And honestly, if they get a 3-down defensive end, to mentor behind, what's his name, Brandon Graham, I think we can go really far. Because one thing we've lacked this year is pressure. We don't get too much pressure on the quarterback this year. And we build off of the trenches. I think the trenches is where we start off with. Our offensive line, hands down, is definitely top 5. I would argue top 3, and they might be top 3 based off of how it's playing this year. So we have a top 3 to top 5 offensive line, no matter how you look at it. And one thing we have done very well the last couple of years is we have been one of those teams where we get the sack most of the time. We always cause pressure somehow, some way. But this year, it hasn't been the same case. We've lacked that. And that could be because we lost Brandon Graham. That definitely hurt us a lot. He's a 3-down defensive end. He could stop the run in the pass. Aiden says, BPS off topic. When did y'all win the Super Bowl? When y'all won the Super Bowl? What was your reaction? Okay, so in the Super Bowl year when we won it, I was 2018, I believe. So if that's the case, then I think I was in my room just watching the television, and I was just clicking the remote, seeing literally every play, bro. I was young as hell. No, I wasn't real. I was still a kid, Either way, look at it as minor. But I was jumping up and down. I was going crazy. I was going hectic. Damn near broke the damn TV. So I had a great reaction on that one. What's going on, Pankadar Live? I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing great. How are you? But what was for at the point? What's for at that point? Big Fridge, bro. Hell no. That was 2017. Do your maths, Big Fridge. All right, but so back to the question. Overall this year, I would give this team I would have to say A-, maybe B+, because this team, no matter how you look at it, they fought and competed to get here. They are in the playoffs. We are in the wild card. No, but yeah, we're in the wild card. So if that's the case, then you would have to expect us to be one of those teams people are going to look at next year as surprise shocker and stuff, and make us, better in the standings and stuff. Have a little more respect on us when we play them. But I don't know, man. I think this team defensively has been up and down this year. Same thing with the offense. They've been up and down this year. What's going on, Coach Dante? They've been up and down this year too. Offensively, we at the start of the season, we had trouble with just finding our identity. We didn't know what we were. And turns out we are a team that can run the ball down your throat. Pause. We run the ball effectively. And if we keep doing that, it's going to be scary for some teams in the playoffs. I think this team has understood and has found their identity. They are a smash mouth football team. They run the ball, attack you with their best running backs. So, personally, I would have to give this season A- to a B+ because of the lack of issues with the inconsistency this year. It's been up and down for the defense. There's been games where offensively we've been struggling here and there, and that was early in the season. And then our defense will look good. And there's been times where our offense looked incredible, and then our defense just sucked. So it's been inconsistent this year. So I would have to say this season, my overall thought on this season has been I would say A- to B+. All right, next question. How have you felt about this team's play throughout the year? So, this question, this team offensively, same thing as I said with the last question. Inconsistent. They've been one inconsistent team. They've been up and down this entire year. They get a groove here and there with the running attack, the rushing attack. That's our identity. And I think that's something Nick Ciriano clearly understood, that we run the ball really well. Now, I don't know if it took the fans or the players telling him to run the damn ball, but he's understood as a young head coach to just mature. And I love that about Nick Ciriano. He's willing to mature. So, yeah, man, I feel like coaching-wise, it deserves I would have to say a B+. Because of the lack of issues with the defense. Tracy Rocker, I don't know if he's really done too much this year. I still think Jim Schwartz kind of taught the boys a little better, causing the pressure. He might have been a little bit of a better defensive line coach. What's going on, DB Tuck now? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing well. But I think we are a team that is more of a rushing team, and we're still trying to find our identity on the defensive side because I think we can cause pressure. We need to start blitzing more with our best blitzers. I don't know why we don't do it, but we have to start blitzing Marcus Epps more. Marcus Epps is a guy that you want to blitz. He has that dog mentality. He carries that swagger. And some of these linebackers, I know they can't be good, or they may not be the best. But you can still blitz them. You can still blitz Edwards. You can still blitz Singleton. Singleton actually is really good when we blitz him. He caused a sack last year. That helped us a lot. And that was in the Washington game, I believe, last year. What's going on, awesomeness? But so I would have to say, defensively, man, we got to start doing the little things. We never blitz consistently. We don't do the right things consistently as a team in general. And that's sometimes not going to cut out in the playoffs. I mean, I get that we can't execute, but executing won't work in the playoffs when you have top 15 teams in there fighting for the Super Bowl. So it's more sort of like the lack of consistency and experience and also not executing. I mean, a prime example would have to be the Giants game, the first Giants game. We couldn't execute. We had chances to score. We cost ourselves 3 interceptions. Jalen Hurts threw 3 interceptions that game. Costly. Jalen Rager had that drop at the end of the game. So it's like consistency, executing, experience, lack of inexperience. They don't have too much experience on this team. I mean, you have that with the offensive line. Johnson, Kelsey, Cox. Those guys are getting old, though. So, Kelsey's really not declining. Cox, here and there, you might see a little bit of a decline. Still a good player, though. I just think we need to put him on a contending team. I love Fletcher Cox. I just don't think he'll work out for the next couple of years based off the fact that we are a young team. We're trying to rebuild. We need picks to move on for the future, to build a team around our quarterback. So, I would say this team's play throughout the year has definitely improved from the start of the season against the Falcons. They played really well against the Falcons. And then they lost to the Niners. And they got them thinking right quick. Like, it made them think. It made them really think about how they were playing. Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree. They draft Jordan Davis. Him and Cox would be monstrous. Yeah, that would be good. But personally, man, I think this team throughout the year has definitely improved. But I mean, you have to improve. You're playing not that good teams. Like the Saints were really the only test. And we put up a 40 burger on them. The Broncos at the time when we played them, granted, they just came off of they blew out the Cowboys. And they were sitting at 500 at the time. So I'm not going to act like we didn't play that much of a good team. So, yep. DB, I don't know about that. I get that the Rams' run defense isn't that good, but the Rams still have Cooper Kupp. They still have OBJ. I get Matthew Stafford throws a ton of interceptions, but you get what I'm saying. The Rams are just the Rams. They probably might make the Super Bowl. They have to get past Aaron Rodgers. But another point that I was trying to make was this team throughout the year has gotten better, but you have to get better against the teams that you're playing. It goes back to what I said earlier. We didn't choose these teams. It was handpicked by the NFL. We had to play these teams because they're on our paper. We don't literally get to choose. The NFL gives us that. It's a business, and they literally give us this schedule. It was the easiest schedule, I think, from the NFL side. So we kind of took care of business. And throughout the year, they definitely improved. Hurts, I still think he needs to, get his accuracy together. He still has trouble scanning the field. I think he needs to get better in the pocket as a just general pocket passer. Now, I think Pickett fits our system, but I don't want him. I just think the same thing is going to happen to him that happened to Carson Wentz. Same thing is going to happen. I don't want that shit to happen again. I'm being so serious. I don't want the same things to keep happening. We have to go through quarterbacks every single year. This is not a quarterback factory. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that word, quarterback factory. Yeah. What's going on, B-Hub? Aiden says the Rams really can easily get past Rodgers if they play them in the NFC Championship. I don't know about easily, but they definitely have a chance against the Packers. DB says truth of the matter is any team can be good and shock anyone any season. So there are no easy schedules at the beginning of the year. Remember, we all thought Washington's defense would be nasty. I agree 100%. We didn't get to pick our schedule, so we can't really blame it on us. The NFL gave us that schedule, but throughout the season, I still think this defense needs a little work. We need to add a 3-down defensive end. We need to add a pass coverage linebacker. We still need to get a generational talent at the safety position. That's something we have definitely missed. Our last really solid good safety was Malcolm Jenkins, and before that we had the X-Man Weapon X, Ryan Dawkins. So yeah, what is going on, CG Sports Talk channel? How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Thoughts on the Eagles? Been happy about the Eagles. We're in the playoffs. I'm very happy about the Eagles. Up and down season inconsistency, lack of execution here and there, but we've definitely overcome the odds. We are in the playoffs, and I'll take that as a young team, experience or no. CG. It's SC, not SC. My bad. SG Sports Talk channel. My bad. Buck Skull, how are you doing, my guy? But overall, this team has definitely improved. Who do I want to play in the first round? Head to head, our best matchup right now, honestly, the Buccaneers. I mean, if they don't re-sign Antonio Brown, I think we have a solid chance against them because we've stopped the run pretty well this year. That's one of the things that we've done pretty well this year. We've stopped the run. I get that they have Tom Brady, but we have Darius Slay one side to cover Mike Evans. Now, Tom Brady, of course, he's going to attack the middle of the field because that's one of our weak areas. We can't stop the middle of the field with the tight ends and stuff. He's going to beat us there, and we play too much soft coverage. We're playing 10 yards off the ball. We should not be doing that. We have to start attacking the ball more. We have to start blitzing more. So, man, I'm so sick and tired of that. It's really great to see you. It's really great to see you on a video because normally you don't go on a video. Great to see you in person. Yeah, good to see you too, man. But I think the Buccaneers probably is our maybe best matchup because they don't have a secondary. If they don't get AB back, then yeah. DB says I can't wait to see playoff version of Hurts. I mean, give this guy credit. I mean, this dude somehow, some way, since he's been in high school, college, and now in the pros, he's always found a way to win. That's something I want in my system. And Buck Skullgang says 49ers still miss playoffs if 49ers lose. Saints win. Yes, that is true. If the 49ers, it's a 3-way tie right now. It's a 3-way tie between us, the Saints, and the Niners. And either way, we clinch because the Niners, we have the tiebreaker over the Saints. So either way, that's going to leave the Niners and Saints into the mix because since we have the tiebreaker over them, the Saints, and the Niners have the tiebreaker over us, and we have more wins in the conference, and we clinch a wild card spot. But yeah, let's go to the next question. Aiden says I historically disagree. I think it's easy, y'all. Easy matchup is Cards or Cowboys. I like the Cowboys matchup as well. As a Bucks fan, worry right through injuries. Yeah. Who do you think will be between the Eagles and Cowboys? And what do you think the score will be? Um, Go watch my video. But my score in that game, I would have to say 23-17. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. Honestly, I'm going to say more points, actually. I'm going to give this one to us. Maybe. Yo, what's going on, Mike? How you doing, man? But I said we were going to win until I saw the Cowboys might play their starters. So it's like, like I could see them winning this game because we're probably not going to start our starters, especially what happened with the COVID outbreak and stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't think we might win that game. I think it might go to the Cowboys. Who do you think will be the X factor for the Eagles? Probably Marcus Epps, one of the dead players in that game. But let me go to the next question. Hold on real quick. What has been my thoughts about Nick Ciriano this season? Great improvement, great maturity by Nick Ciriano. He's definitely held these boys accountable. He's definitely matured because earlier in the season, we were all screaming at his neck to run the ball, and he has some maturity. So the fact that he has maturity and is willing to do what the fan base and what the players say shows me that he's a coach that is willing to hear the right and like don'ts and stuff, the right and wrong. And he's willing to listen to his fan base. I mean, sometimes the fan base might not be right, but sometimes they can be right as well. So, hey, man, I like his maturity as a head coach. We've been running the ball really well this year, especially after that Lions game. We ran the ball tremendously well. So I mean, Sirianni, give this man credit. He's found a way to set up his guys, get his mismatches going with Dallas Goedert. No one on the field really can guard that man on a one-on-one. I mean, a couple guys can, but like just based off of the last couple of weeks, not too many guys can guard him. I mean, he's been making sick catches. He's been one of our red zone threats, and if we add another like big physical possession type of receiver, then it'll just be much better. Both teams are fighting for seed. Yep, seeding. SC, my bad. SC says, Are you really upset about the Eagles trading Deshaun Jackson to the Las Vegas Raiders? And will they miss him? Of course I miss him. I'm not upset that we traded him. And we didn't trade him. We released him. Or we cut him. And he signed with the Rams. And then he left the Rams and got dealt to the Raiders. Tired of hearing Brandon say this. Brandon Staley, that Sirianni is the better coach. Staley has Herbert. True. Personally, I would have to say Sirianni has been the best rookie head coach this year. I mean, for what it's worth, the dude came into a situation where he thought he was getting Carson Wentz. And then out of nowhere, they trade Carson Wentz. And then before that, he had to come into a situation where they had just fired the former head coach. And we went for 11-1, I want to say. So, I mean, people even thought that this wasn't a good place to come play. And so, I mean, hey, I got to give Sirianni credit. He's definitely dealt with a lot, especially people back-talking him and stuff the offseason. I mean, he's definitely proven them wrong. Buck Skull says, do you guys think you should have kept Chip Kelly? No. Corey Davis says, hello, BPS. What's going on, Corey? And he also says, congratulations on making the playoffs. Thank you. And good luck to your Niners. I really want them to lose so bad this week because I want to play the Buccaneers for some reason. Who are my top 5 Eagles players of all time? Are you saying my favorite players of all time or just like in general, like all time, just overall? SG. But if you're saying all time, like overall, all time, one man, I really want to say Brian Dawkins. But for me, it's got to be 1 Reggie White, 2 Randall Cunningham. I don't want overall. Okay, overall. All right, then if you're saying overall, then it's definitely switched. 1 Reggie White, 2 someone that never gets any respect or any love. I gotta say Harold Carmichael. Dude was a monster. 6'8" typers. He was 6'8", playing the receiver position, mossing cornerbacks. I gotta definitely say him in the top 5. He has to be at least 5'4", somewhere around there. 2. I'm gonna say 2 Brian Dawkins. 3. I'm gonna say Chuck Bernardic. 4. I'm gonna say Randall Cunningham. 5. I'm gonna have to say Harold Carmichael. Did I not put a quarterback in that top 5? Man. All right, so if we're just saying like all time, then it would have to be White, Cunningham, McNabb, Bernardic, or you could switch it. You could say you could switch it. You could say Dawkins and then Bernardic, or you could throw Norm Van Brocklin in there and maybe Harold Carmichael, and he never gets any respect. And there's been so many players you could throw in there. Ron Jaworski. I mean, Mike Quick. Of course, he's not going to get thrown in there. Ryan Westbrook, LaShawn McCoy, Terrell Owens. He only played so short with us. So, I mean, yeah. So, that's really my top 5 all time. But get to this next question. How have I felt about Jonathan Gannon this year? Very up and down season for Jonathan Gannon this season. The Washington name got leaked. Admirals. Oh, that's their name? Wow. I didn't know that. That's the case, and hey, I mean, that's at least they're getting a new name. How do you know about old players? You look young. I mean, I know most of these players. I mean, some of them I got to watch from like childhood, like LaShawn McCoy, Michael Vick, Ertz, all of them. These guys are my childhood. Before that, I go watch highlights of guys like Harold Carmichael and them. Of course, Mcnabb. Of course, B-Doc. Most of these guys, 100% highlights. But yeah, Washington apparently leaked their new name. Of course, they're not going to be called the Washington football team anymore. But damn, Washington is. I hope they're not going to be called the Admirals. I'm not going to be calling themselves the Admirals. You should watch the movie called Invincible. Yeah, I've seen that movie before. I give Gannon another year with the ability to bring in more guys that fit what he wants to do. Yeah, they changed their website name by accident for a little bit, and it was Washington Admirals. Vince Papale, love Vince Papale. Didn't get to see him, but heard a lot about him. Got to watch highlights. Good player. Wow. Yeah. We need consistency on that side of the ball and give him credit to play. And Edwards getting better under Gannon. Agreed. Personally, I think Gannon has definitely been a big reason why players have gotten developed this year. Now, do I think he is a defensive coordinator? No, I don't think he's a defensive coordinator at all. I think he's more sort of a positional head coach. Positional coach. I think he's a guy that can, improve your players, get your players developed more like a DB's coach, secondaries type of coach. But honestly, I agree with you, DB. I think he's one of those guys where you have to give him another year to bring in the guys that fits his system. I mean, you see some of these guys balling out right now. So imagine what he could do with the 3-down defensive end, a pass coverage linebacker, a guy that can, run from the other side of the field to the other side of the field. A safety, a generational talent at the safety position. That's the 3 positions we need to fill in, and a corner for the future, to behind Slay. What teams do you want to face in the playoffs? Cowboys, Bucks, Cardinals. That's the 3 teams right now I want to face, and San Francisco. 4 of those teams I think we have a chance to beat. I think it's likely that we'll beat any of those teams. I think the Niners, we definitely might beat. It's 50-50 with those teams. Cardinals, they really don't have a run stopper, but they have a good offense. And they said DeAndre Hopkins might be back for the playoffs. Buccaneers, I want to face them because I think Slay can guard Mike Evans. I mean, the last time we played the Buccaneers, their best receiver that dominated us that game was Antonio Brown. And he's not going to play that game. So them and the Cowboys, they really don't have that much of a run defense. So I want to get our rushing attack going, playing a bad run defense. It's not a call-in, my guy. I already said that. Thoughts on the passing of John Madden, and it was definitely a shock to the whole football world. But Bobby, I will do that in the future, though. It's not a call-in, though. John Madden, rest in peace to him. Definitely a tragedy. I didn't get to see John Madden. Definitely a great head coach. He called his schemes right. One of the best head coaches of all time. He had a 75% winning percentage. I mean, dude was a genius. One of the founding fathers at the head coaching position. Vince Lombardi, him, guys like that. And I think John Madden is a GOAT for real. John Madden, respect to that, man. He knew how to scheme up players. Like his broadcasting, even though I didn't get to see it, got back to watch it. I mean, the way he called the game, I wish they called it nowadays like that. I mean, Terry Bradshaw, I like him as a guy that just has analysis of the game. But John Madden's analysis was like no other. He knew how to call a game. His broadcasting was amazing. Devin Lloyd, Sauce Gardner, and one of those Georgia defensive linemen. I agree 100%. Thoughts on Devontae Smith? Bona fide stud. I think we have a chance to have a generational talent at the receiver position with Devontae Smith. All right. How have I felt about Jalen Hurts this season? All right. So Jalen Hurts, I'm going to get to you, BLSC, but Jalen Hurts, this season specifically, I felt pretty good about Jalen Hurts. I mean, from the first game he played this season, he played really well against the Falcons. And they're fighting for a playoff spot right now. But, they have a corner that is definitely making the rise for being one of the best young corners in the NFL with Terrell. But that was early in the season. That was when they weren't in their groove. So Jalen Hurts this season, he's definitely gotten better. As a pocket passer, he still has issues with his accuracy. Still has trouble scanning the field. We got these 2 guys on BLSG. MG. What is going on, my guy? How are you doing? Yo, what's going on, Logan?
The Sixers are looking good as of late. The Eagles are good, so I have zero complaints.
Yeah. But Jalen Hurts, I feel like he's improved a lot this year as just a quarterback. He still needs to work on his accuracy though, scanning the field. Um, he has trouble like sometimes like reading the field. That's something that they didn't teach him in college. They taught you if you're not gonna see that second read, then you have to just go. It's one read and then go in
Yeah.
college.
Yep.
But as these two gentlemen have arrived, MG and BLSG, what is your guys' overall thoughts on this thing? Starting with you, MG.
You said on the team or Hurts?
Like overall, like this season, just
We are a team. We're a ranked first team, and we have nice young weapons in the passing game. Um, but this team is going to win games by winning the time of possession, and we do that by running the football. And what we do need to pass, we have a reliable pass catcher for the future in Devontae Smith. We have a guy who can be reliable as long as he cleans up ball security in Dallas Goddard. And then Quez Watkins is also good when used correctly. So, and then defensively, we got to get better. We got to
yeah.
get better. I feel like as of late, we've gotten pressure when we needed to, but I want to see us get pressure to the quarterback consistently. And outside of Darius Slay and Avonte Maddox, I want our secondary to play more consistent. That's kind of just calling out Steven Nelson, really. Sometimes Steven Nelson can be good, and sometimes he can let up a few plays. So just more consistency getting to the pass rusher, more consistency from Steven Nelson, and then just continue to control time of possession. And when we need to get a big play with the passing game, go to number 6 or number 88. That's our identity.
Mm-hmm. BB says it's gotten better since he's been back, and that gives me hope it can continue to get better at reading the field. That should say a lot because I was down on his ability to improve a month and a half ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the BLSG's thoughts on the team?
Yeah, what is your thoughts, Ben, BLT, like overall this year?
Well, overall thoughts for me, honestly, in the beginning of the season, we were struggling. All right, we started out like 2-5, and we were a team that had to go through a very tough first half schedule, and that was just brutal for us. And then in terms of like the second half, it got easier, but not because the schedule was easier. It's because we got better. Ciriano was getting better in terms of the coaching. He was getting more used to it as soon as he went up to the presser and mentioned up his flower part of his presser. And once that happened, we started to really get better. Jalen Hurts as a runner, he's honestly good at that. He's good at his run ability. But in terms of the pocket passer, like you said before, BPS, he definitely still has to improve on that. But he's still a young quarterback, so Jalen Hurts, he's gonna eventually step that up, but that's gonna take a few years because he's still a young quarterback and still has to learn some of the play calls and has to learn what he needs to do. Now, in terms of the defense, let's just begin here. All right, I thought like in the first game against Atlanta, I thought we did a pretty good performance right there. Second game against San Francisco, it was a little worse, but we managed to hold them to 17, even though we ended up losing to them. And the Dallas game was a disaster. Chiefs game was a meh, and then we started to improve like our offense did, but then we started to go back downhill because the way we're not like a fast starting team. Like our defense is all slow. Our defense looks gassed in the beginning and then comes out with fire in the second half. So we definitely have to improve that going into the playoffs because when you're playing with the big boys now, like Chiefs, Packers, Buccaneers, Rams, when you're playing with the big boys, you got to start first. You got to start first quarter. You got to go from first all the way to the fourth. So, got to improve on both sides, and you got to start going from first to fourth, not in the second half.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, end it off with this question, and then one more thing before we go. Is there a chance we can get past the first round? And I'll follow that up with another question. Who is our best matchup in the playoffs? MG.
Ooh, I like these questions. Okay.
Man, oh my god.
Can we get past the first round? Yes, we can. And it's all going to come down to, like I said, controlling time of possession, um, keep moving the chains, and consistency of getting pressure to the quarterback. Now, I say that because who is our best matchup? It's going to be a shocker, but it's going to be against the greatest player to ever put on a football jersey. It's going to be against the Buccaneers. They lost Antonio Brown and Chris Godwin for the year. So now you have a clear one-on-one matchup with Darius Slay and Mike Evans. I'm confident in my guy. I'm gonna just keep it all the way on. I'm confident in my guy. Excuse me, and winning that matchup. And then you got the defense of the Buccaneers, who the secondary is just not as good. It is not as good as it played last year. And when I talk about getting pressure to the quarterback, Tom Brady is a statue back there. We get pressure to him like we did on the final drive of the Super Bowl, we can get him to crumble. I think, and then when I talk about the time of possession and keeping the football and keep moving the chains, that's how you beat Tom Brady. Keep him off the field. Keep the ball in your hands. Take long drives. Get Brady frustrated on the sideline that he has to watch our offense run down his defense into the red zone and finish drives with touchdowns. But that's the biggest thing. We got to finish drives with touchdowns. And if we can do that, I think the Buccaneers, with them losing two of their receivers, with them not having a good secondary, I think that is our best matchup. Or the Arizona Cardinals, because they're just injured. No DeAndre Hopkins. There's no James Conner as of right now. And their defense, I believe, might be very vulnerable. But I think it's the Buccaneers or it's the Cardinals. There's our best matchup.
BLSG.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to agree with MG on this one. Chance we get out of the first round, there's a chance, but like MG said before, the only chance we would probably get out of the first round is probably if we would play like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like MG said. I mean, we're probably not going to play the Cowboys. There's probably no chance we play the Rams, unless if we stay as the 7th seed. But if we amp up to that 6th seed, we would probably play Tampa, unless they can move up to the 2 seed. Well, again, we're going to have to see how it plays out to see who our first round matchup and opponent will be against. Is it going to be against the Buccaneers? Is it going to be against the Rams? Is it going to be against the Cardinals? Is there the slightest chance that's going to be against the Cowboys? There's a lot of questions right now. We don't know who our first round matchup is going to be against between probably those 4 teams right there. So that's what's going to come down to. But our best chance, like MG said before, it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, like everything MG said before, they lost Chris Godwin for the year. They no longer have Antonio Brown. If you pressure Tom Brady, because Tom Brady's a statue, he cannot run. If you pressure him, he's not getting out of the pocket. And in terms of the defense, you have great guys for the Eagles, but the Buccaneers, their secondary is not that good. And their linebackers, they have Shaq Barrett, they have JPP, and Vita Vea, I think. Yeah, I have the 3 linebackers, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, but anyway, I think our best matchup is the Buccaneers. But that's our best chance of probably getting out of the first round is if we can beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's still been yet to determine if AB is going to be on the Bucks or not. I mean, Bruce
Arians said that AB is no longer a Buck.
He's no longer a Buck, but there's also been reports that still have said that he's still on the roster.
Yeah, I don't think he's going
to.
I don't think he would play in the first round, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see him playing.
If anything, they're going to suspend him for a few games if he is still going to stay.
So
they're going to suspend him.
I agree with what both of you guys said.
Yeah, and also let me add on to this. I feel like the only chance Antonio Brown would even play in the first round would be honestly if the Buccaneers are in emergency help for another wide receiver besides Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans. If something happens to Mike Evans, but even then, I don't know.
That would be the only reason Antonio Brown would be back on the Bucs.
Can I say this though?
Yeah,
Now, if you ask me who would I want to beat in the playoffs, oh, it's the Cowboys, baby.
I
I want
agree.
to punch them in the mouth, bro.
I would
I,
like to punch him in the mouth on Saturday when we play them. I
I
don't care if it's the backups. I don't care who's playing. I still want to punch him in the mouth.
personally, I think we have. Oh, I haven't forgot about you, BPS. The troll is in your stream, too, buddy. What's going on, man? How are you doing, H-Town Cowboy? Um, Personally, I feel like our four best matchups in the playoffs right now would have to be the Cowboys, the Cardinals, the Niners, and the Buccaneers. I think four of those
Like I
teams.
said before, those are the 4 possible teams you
Yeah,
can play against.
we have a legitimate shot if we play any of those teams. Do I think we will face any of those teams? Probably not. Maybe the Buccaneers, but a lot of things will have to happen for the other
Yep.
things to happen. You too. Have a good Happy New Year. But so if we're not going to play the Niners, Cowboys, or Cardinals, our best bet is to play the Buccaneers. Right now we have who? The Rams, right?
Who's the 2 seed?
The Rams. The Rams are the
Yeah,
two.
so that'll be us. That's our matchup right now.
That'd be us as of now, assuming the Rams would stay there,
Honestly,
and assuming we would stay where we are.
the talent of the Rams is scary, but I don't know about Matthew Stafford in the playoffs, man.
Right. That's what I was about to get to. Matthew Stafford has a lot of turnovers this season. And
in the playoffs, dude, he's
that's the
0-4 in the
problem
playoffs.
with being a gunslinger. If you want to get touchdowns, you also have to understand that when you're throwing the ball downfield too much, then you're going to probably throw a couple interceptions. So I really don't think there's clear cut this year in the playoffs where there's a team that really, shows me something. There's teams that shows me something, but there's not a clear cut favorite to win the poll this year. Cause for concern about the Cowgirls in the playoffs. Damn refs.
That's a fact right there.
All right, let me put this down. I want to do something fun right quick.
Okay.
Let's play some trivia.
Oh,
man.
yay.
Because
Whoop-de-doo.
we are in the playoffs.
Yep.
That is something.
Hey.
Let's do it.
I want to pull it up right quick so y'all can keep going. Hold on. Eagles trivia. Playoff all-time trivia. All right.
Okay.
I want to do something fun here. Let me cheat. Let's see. Why isn't Safari doing good today for some reason?
Oh, you're on your
It's
iPhone.
Safari. Do Google.
I am on Google, but it's...
Well, I'm going to say on iPhone, you have to go through
Safari.
Safari to get to Google.
Yeah, so it's not like I can get there. All right. Yeah, these ones look quite fairly easy. I'm not going to do that. Bucks chances 40 cent make out of the first round. All right. Did I find it? Hayden. All right, there it is. I found it. I found a good set. All right, so first trivia question. In 1933, team co-founders Burt Bell and Lud Ray obtained permission to reactivate an NFL franchise, which became the Philadelphia Eagles. Previously, what had the franchise been called?
Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. I already know this, bro.
Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, Cleveland Tigers, or Louisville Cardinals?
The Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. Easy money.
What are you going to say, Bielsa?
Probably the same thing as MG, to be honest.
Yeah, come on, that's easy money.
Yeah, that one's a little too easy. Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. All right. Yeah, this one is also quite fairly easy. Who did the Philadelphia Eagles draft with the second overall pick in the 1999 NFL draft?
I'll let you get this one, BLSG.
Man, I got to think too, MG. I'm not going to lie.
All right, I'm going to go with Donovan Mcnabb then.
Okay, BLC?
I'll go Mcnabb too.
I mean, it was quite fairly easy. It is Mcnabb.
Yeah.
None other than one of the greatest quarterbacks to suit up the Philadelphia Eagles jerseys.
Yep.
Because, I mean, that was around his time, too, so.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I remember.
That was around McNabb's
Well,
time.
like I remember like rewatching it. Yeah.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay.
Who was the first Philadelphia Eagle to rush for more than 1,500 yards in a single season? Ricky Waters, Herschel Walker, Wilbert Montgomery, or Steve Van Buren?
I'm gonna go with Wilbert Montgomery.
I'm going to go Montgomery, too.
And you are correct. It is.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh!
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, this one is going to be easy. Chuck Bernardic, that one. I'm not even going to say that. That's an Eagles Hall of Fame right there. All right.
Sure, number 60.
Chuck Bernard is a grown man.
Who was head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles from 1976 to 1982? Buddy Ryan, Mike McMormick, Dick Vermel, Marty Schottenheimer.
I'm gonna go with Buddy Ryan.
BLC?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not too sure though.
I want to say Dick Vermeil, honestly. I want to say Dick Vermeil. I'm going to go Dick Vermeil on this one.
All right, we got
And BLSG is correct.
Let's go!
So Buddy Ryan was after the 85 Bears.
Let's go!
Okay.
Let's go!
All right. What Philadelphia Eagle posted 21 sacks in 1987? Andy Harmon, Reggie White, Clyde Simmons, Bruce Smith. I mean, this one it should be really easy.
It's come on. It's one of the greatest defensive players of all time, Reggie White.
Give me Reggie White on that one.
Yeah, it's that one's too easy. All right. Where can I find these two content? Oh, MG, you can find him at Talking Sports with MG Nas. He does Sixers and Eagles content, and same thing with BLSG Sixers.
It's just the name handle. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's both our name handles.
Yeah, it's just the name handles.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that one is easy. The Eagles mascot, everyone's gonna get that.
Swoop.
Oh, come on, it's my guy Swoop, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone didn't know the name of the mascot.
Big Play Slay doesn't know the mascot.
Bruh. All right. This one, man, these questions are too easy for real.
Find some harder ones then, Slay.
Big Play Slay. Bro, watch next time he gonna come up with like the hardest questions. Who was the first string quarterback in 1988? Doug Peterson, Andy Reid, or Jim Harbaugh?
MG to go. Yes, sir, B-Hub. I got a couple more questions.
All right, let's do it.
Which player won numerous NFL Comeback Player of the Year awards in 2010? Michael Vick, Ellis Hobbs, Leonard Weaver, or Jason Peters?
I'm going to go with Michael Vick.
Thank you.
I'm probably going to go Michael Vick, too.
Start. What is it? Why is it not working? Oh my god, I hate this app. I hate this app for some reason.
What app are you using?
Bro, I always get the bad apps, bro. Oops. You know what? I'm gonna just go on Google next time. And JDW, I think he's already subbed to MG.
Hey, there you go, bro. Appreciate that.
All right, I'll do this Ultimate Fan Eagles question thing.
Okay, let's do it.
Let me try it. Let me see if it works. The 2017 season. Should I do that one?
All right, I wonder what the question will be for the 2017 season.
2017 season.
Let's go.
This is a better one. This one's better.
Okay.
The Eagles in 1980, the 1980 season, they lost to which team? Super Bowl XV.
Oh, Raiders.
Oakland Raiders, Patriots, Bengals.
Oh, that's Raiders. Come on.
Yep.
If it's Super Bowl 15, that's the Raiders. Come on.
Eagles' first win in franchise history. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't even know that one.
Wait, what was the question? What was the question that was put up?
Who was Eagles' first win in franchise history?
I don't know. The
I
Giants?
feel like
It was 9 teams, so it wasn't too much teams back
I think
then.
it was the Giants.
was it the Packers? Like before the Super Bowl existed?
Wait, our first championship when you said?
Like I think he's talking about before the Super Bowl existed.
No,
So
like,
that's the Packers then.
First win in like franchise history.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Oh, first win? Oh. Oh, shoot. I thought he was talking about like the first time like we won like a championship or something. I didn't realize that was the first one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Giants.
Lucky guess.
I got one.
I'm gonna say the Giants.
Eagles' longtime starting quarterback Donovan Mcnabb was traded to which team in 2010? Minnesota Vikings, Packers, Patriots, Redskins.
The Washington Redskins.
I want to let BLSC take this one first.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, probably the only other team that Donovan Mcnabb I think went to, Washington.
MG.
I'm gonna say the Washington Redskins, which is now known
The football team
as the Washington Get Swept bad stadium football team.
Yes, sir. What's good? Let your cocks go. All right.
Let your cocks go.
All right, I got one. Donovan McNabb led the Philadelphia Eagles to how many NFC Championship games? 5, 6, 4, 3. BLSC, take that one first.
Man. Well, I think he led us to the. Wait, it was to how many championship games?
NFC Championship.
NFC Championship games. Okay. So. I want to say it's 4.
You get with 4. What about you, MJ?
I'm gonna go with 4 as well. I think it is 4.
Y'all are both incorrect. It was 5.
It's 5. Damn it.
Oh wow.
I remember I wasn't there, but like we beat Michael Vick to get to the Super Bowl one year. That was in
the Algie Kumpler, Brian Dawkins hit.
Mm-hmm. Since the Hawks didn't make the playoffs, I'm a root for the Eagles. Yes, sir. Let's go.
He's going crazy.
I got one. How many seasons did Donovan McNabb spend as the Eagles starting quarterback? 13, 12, 10, 11.
Wait, repeat that, sir?
How many seasons did Donovan McNabb spend with the Philadelphia Eagles as a starting quarterback?
11.
I want to say 11 too.
Hold on, let me check this one.
Because I feel like he didn't go past 2010. Because I think that's when we had Michael Vick.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, if I have that correct. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because
yeah, it was 11.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, I was about to say we had Michael Vick in the 2015 season.
Yep.
No, yeah, we did have him in the 2015 season.
Yeah, we had in 2015, 2014.
No, we didn't.
Wait, was he on a 1-year deal with us, or?
No, he went to the Steelers when he got injured. Remember, because he got injured. Nick Foles came in, and then the Sanchez thing, and then it went to what's his name, Sam Bradford, and then we got Wentz after that.
Wentz, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we trade Bradford to like the Vikings or something?
Yeah, we got him for a first. We finessed them. We hardcore finessed them that trade.
What was like Bradford like even worth it? Because if he wasn't,
he took us to 7 and 9 that year, so you can answer that question with that.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been worth like maybe a mid-round pick.
All right, before we go here, I want to play this clip. To just give the New York Giants fans, just the next 15 years of just sorriness. This team will.
Sorrow.
This team has no hope, like legitimately no hope.
New York Giants stink. Let's face it now.
I gotta play this clip.
Which one is it? Hang on. Wait. Mike Glennon, dude.
Interception. And you know what? I'm gonna end the stream off right there. Mike
Wait, big play Slay.
interception. What's
You
up?
gotta play. I think. Hold on, I might have one more clip for you.
They got
This is-
hope when they get rid of that management for real.
I got.
For real, bro. That management is garbage.
Is that Mike Lennon? Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
longest.
it's Mike Glenn throwing a pick to the Bears.
Yep.
Was
Mike.
that when did Nick Foles start that game? Or was that
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
Oh, Andy Dalton, yeah. Nick Foles, he started the game against Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, he started the Seattle game. Because I think Dalton was out and then Justin Fields was out too.
What's up, MG?
And there it goes.
Bro, Mike Lennon has like a 6'10" long neck. I'm not even gonna lie. That dude's neck is long as hell.
Mike Longneck Glennon.
Don't talk about that game. That game was disgraceful. Like, Giants, man, they were just like, they have 4 Super Bowls, of course, and like a dozens of championships.
Yeah, we
But-
understand that, but they have no hope in this century.
They have just
They haven't had hope in like any game
they've
since
been
like
terrible the last
2016.
5 seasons. They have been absolutely terrible. I like that. You're
I'm
good.
telling you, like that was like ever since. Wait, no, Eli didn't. He didn't retire until what was it? When did they get Daniel Jones? He was in the same draft class as Dwayne Haskins.
That was the Kyler Murray draft. That was the
That was what? What was that? 2019.
No, that was, I believe, the same draft. Who was that draft? I don't remember.
It was like Kyler Murray. I think
Yeah.
that was also the drafted thing where we got where we
which
took.
one?
I think we took J-Jaw in that draft. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. All
Is
right, LSC. Appreciate you for coming on. My
Yeah,
guy.
definitely, man.
Tell them where they can find you.
Y'all know where to find me, but if you don't know where to find me, and if y'all been living under a rock, y'all can find me YouTube BOSG. The name is right here. If you're already not subbed to me already, definitely go give your boy a subscription right there. Would definitely appreciate that. Unfortunately, we didn't hit 300 subs by the end of last year, in aka 2021, but we're hoping to achieve that this year and hopefully get many more going forward. So definitely would appreciate everybody to give your boy a sub over there, and then follow me on Twitter, BLSG20. Give your boy a follow over there, and let's go into this game against the Dallas Cowboys. And even though it's in Philly, and I still want to beat Dallas. I don't care who they're playing, whether it's the starters, the backups. I don't care who they're playing. I just want to beat them so bad after what they did to us in week 3, and has always been fly was fly.
Thank you for coming on, my guy. Go subscribe to my guy, BLSG. Thank you for coming on, my guy. Peace.
Yeah.
All right. Sideways P3NGUN. Thank you for coming on. Staying in the live chat. Great talking to you. I think you're a new face in the chat. So thank you for coming on. Great talking some football with you in the chat. It was one fun stream. And good luck to your team too. Jalen, too late, my guy. Rather later, my guy. Little late, but you good, man. I just wanted to play one more clip before we go. I want to hold them to a field goal to keep the streak going, or field goals. Yeah, but I want to play this clip, just to give the Giants fans a little remembrance of this team being disgraceful for the next, I hope, billions of years. I'm falling and I can't get up. Y'all have a good day, y'all. Peace. Giants suck.